These Hot Idiots is a podcast featuring our hosts, two full-grown adult men. Together, they watch teen drama and young adult-oriented television shows one episode at a time. These Hot Idiots is a comedy podcast and isn't meant to be taken as real criticism. This podcast uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Terror Time, the creepypasta reading podcast. No, we're not doing that. We are well past the point where that is fresh.
Just crack it back open. It's still good.
Nah, everyone's on the analog horror these days.
What is analog horror? Is it just like a guy recorded something on a VCR?
It is basically designed to look like old media. Like, that is kind of the idea on a relative, like, just kind of finding old VHS tapes and shit. And stuff like that. FM radio, CRT.
Yes. The outdated FM radio.
Just like old analog tech.
Alright.
Yeah.
Some guy found a Philips CD, a CDI, and is making horror movies on it.
Oh my god.
I
but not really that much, but anyway, so welcome to These Hot Idiots. We are back with another episode of the Vampire Diaries, season 2, episode 8.
I was secretly hoping you'd do like a double fake out and do another fake podcast.
No, I only had the one.
Okay.
Season 2, episode 18, The Last Dance.
Yes.
I am Mega, that's Ashe.
Yes, I am Ashe. We are discussing the assassination of John F. Kennedy this episode.
Yes. That is what The Last Dance refers to in this episode.
Yep, the last dance of John F. Kennedy as he went to, what was it, like Fort Worth?
Probably Fort Worth, yeah.
And it started with a guy named...
Oh my god, okay. What did start out this episode? Oh yeah, we started with previously on the Vampire Diaries as we slowly started to realize that these recaps honestly are not great, actually.
It's getting really funny because it's like Elijah entering the house. It's like, hey, pleased to meet you. I'm Elijah. And then him getting stabbed and dying.
Yep, that is the energy.
Hi, I'm Elijah. Ugh.
Oh.
I sure hope that's not permanent. Alaric is trying out clothes for a captive Catherine, saying that like, oh, what gives off Alaric vibes?
What is this guy's costume? What is this guy, Safari Sam? Who is Safari Sam?
There's not even a reference to Safari Sam in the episode, like, trivia.
Like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is Safari Sam? What are you talking about here, Klaus?
I don't understand what Klaus is talking about. Catherine wants to die, and she's getting grilled for information by Alaric Saltzman / Klaus.
Oh, yes, it is secretly
Tells
Klaus.
Him about Bonnie, and that she's the best friend, and they gotta kill her, even if she might or might not have her powers back. And
Catherine doesn't know for sure.
Catherine wants to die. And Alaric's like, I've been looking for you for 500 years, so your death will be half that. It's like 250 years.
250 years? Klaus, I feel like you'd get bored, like, I don't know, maybe like 15 years into this.
My throat is my throat's really sore.
Ah, jeez, all right.
Yeah.
That a recent thing?
I just noticed.
I'll drink water, it'll help.
I'll get some water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause. I'm back with Halloween H20. Also known as dihydrogen monoxide. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember the last thing Klaus says as he's about to leave is like, he's gonna lay eyes on his doppelganger. He's looking for Catherine, or he's looking for Elena.
Also, he orders her to keep stabbing herself in the leg, just to torture herself because he's
Because he's an asshole, basically, yeah. But it's like he says, "I'm gonna lay eyes on my doppelganger," but I thought he was going to say, "I'm gonna lay eggs."
I'm gonna go lay eggs. Elena's
He does not
signing the
speak with any accent, by the way.
Elena. Yeah, he just speaks like Alaric does, which is weird.
Which is weird, but I guess that makes sense. He's you know he's only possessing his body. It's not like he's like he wouldn't have an accent if he's in Alaric Saltz's body because Alaric doesn't have an accent.
I'll hold you to that. If Klaus has an accent,
Mm.
if Klaus has an accent, I'm calling bullshit.
Mm.
It's like, hey, that's a rhotic R. Why are you using a rhotic R? You're from Virginia. Okay, Elena's signing a deed to this extremely large shelter that she had.
The big shelter that Isabel left her. Yeah, it is a very large ass like like shelter.
Damon and Stefan are grumpy on the outside of it, and they think that that he probably killed Klaus probably killed Catherine.
Probably
Elena,
they don't know for sure. Yet.
Elena invites Stefan into the house after she forgets to invite them in, but also just tells Damon to eat a dick.
You gotta be nice, Damon, or I'm not letting you in.
Play nice, Damon, or I'm not letting you in. And then he's like, fine, I'll be nice. Immediately fucks that up in one episode, but yeah.
Yeah.
They talk about having Elena abandon school, and she doesn't want to because she's living the school life.
She doesn't want, and she's like, yeah, like Klaus is here, but no one knows where he is, so it's fine.
Yeah, no one's gonna follow my car home when I get off of school.
This original vampire won't have ways to track me down. It's fine.
Bonnie, they talk about like Jeremy talks to Bonnie about how it's not safe, and she's just like, I'll fire all my problems. It's fine.
I'll just burn it all down. Don't worry.
Matt's at the door of Caroline's house and talks to her mom, the sheriff. And he's going to trick Caroline at the dance, and it turns out it's a 60s dance.
Yes, we find out that we are doing another themed decade dance, but now it's the 60s.
Kamen Rider decade dance.
Kamen Rider decade dance. So
It's the
I am
60s.
just all excited for the unhinged needle drops that will be coming, but
Not
honestly,
Alaric is doing his school thing, and he's trying to recall the 60s from memory, but he kind of hates it.
and he's kind of fudging things. I think he says
he talks about Watergate, and that happened in like 71 or 73 or some shit.
Yeah, he brings up like the Beatles, the moon landing, Watergate. That was
you could
the Watergate in the 70s.
You could at least watch pivotal or seminal like 90s movie Forrest Gump. That has a lot of the 60s and 70s in it.
I will cover the 60s for you. Yeah.
Oh, I remember the 60s. I was standing at the edge of a balcony.
Fortunate Son was playing.
Fortunate Son was playing. I think that was 76 actually, but yeah. Because it was
69.
Because they were celebrating the anniversary of America, and they were having the fireworks when Jenny was going to jump out the window.
Oh, okay. Oh, that scene in Forrest Gump. I thought you were just. I was more just making a general 60s reference with Fortunate Son.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just weird. Klaus knows how Alaric talks. He tries to recall the 60s because he's a vampire. And outside, it's free love, and they're painting like Volkswagen Type 2 buses. And Patrick Stump is singing.
And I'm just like, get out of here, Patrick Stump. This is 60s time.
This is probably a little bit after Fall Out Boy broke up or went on hiatus.
The hiatus, yeah.
And because I think it's from Patrick Stump's solo album.
It is, yeah. It's got to be, because otherwise...
Jeremy and Bonnie are talking at lunch, and Elena comes up, and she's got a lunch tray, and it's just got a whole ass orange on it. I don't remember.
A whole orange. That's not...
Orange. She had a snack pack. she had like I think it was like a wrapped up sandwich, and then like a thing of either like orange juice or chocolate milk. If she was cool, it'd be
There's a
chocolate
lot
milk
on that plate.
and a whole
It's-
orange. And I don't think she had.
Yeah,
a way
she's
to...
got a there's a pudding snack pack on there. There's a let me see. Yeah, there's some sort of
They
wrap
got this.
thing.
They had this limited time like banana chocolate pie.
I
Snack
think it is a
pack.
chocolate milk.
And I don't know. I love that shit.
It is a chocolate milk. Also, what looks to be a salad?
Is that a salad? Is it like one of those clamshell salad containers?
No, I'm like, you
That
mean the
just
bag
looks like
thing? No, I
that
think
just looks like there's just some cabbage or lettuce.
I don't know. Yeah.
I thought the white thing was just like a sandwich wrapped up.
No,
or
the
something.
white thing's probably a sandwich. I'm talking about the stuff on the left of this white thing, the little green stuff, the cabbage, I guess,
That just might be like some lettuce. I don't
or some lettuce. Yeah. The
some lettuce for
but
what?
like
Your orange, Elena?
the whole orange that they totally would not give you. I'm sorry. I should have said this also about Twilight. They would not give you like whole fruit. School lunch budgets
School lunch.
were
School
not
lunch
bad.
for me was like, here's like a pizza that was just some bread and like cheese and sauce.
Genuinely, I think at some point, like
At one
after
point,
I got out,
at one point they'd mostly serve us like the those little cereal things, like little cereal bowls that you put milk in. Yeah.
yeah. So no, I remember after I graduated, like a year after I graduated, I took up a job at a Dollar Tree. And one of the things you can buy real cheap at that time was you could buy Fast Bites chicken sandwiches. And it's only really hit me now when I used to I do eat those a lot still, but it's like early
I
on
think
when
I've
I was
seen what you're talking about.
yeah. But early on, I used to think, oh man, these taste just like the chicken sandwiches that they served at lunch. They served at the cafeteria.
A, B,
Yeah,
connected.
the dots eventually connected. It's like these are probably exactly the sandwiches.
They're like a buck. Oh, they're a buck
They're like a
25
buck,
now,
yeah.
but they were a buck.
Yeah, so it's like, and they're not all that expensive nowadays. They're fairly cheap.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just judging everyone's choice in lunch. It looks like there's a lot of cups. Bonnie just doesn't have food. She just has like artisanal water.
That is like an Evian or some shit.
She's got like Evian or something. I think the kids in the background have like Gatorade or like some equivalent of Gatorade.
Actually, I could be wrong on the brand. I'm gonna try and just look at pictures of the bottles to figure out which. That's a Smart Water.
She's got a smart water.
That is a Smart Water.
Yes, it is lunchtime at school. I must drink my artisanal smart water.
That is purified tap ass fucking Smart Water.
Elena,
She's drinking Smart Water
at
because it
least
makes
give
you
Bonnie
smart.
a pudding cup, Elena.
Yeah, hand her a pudding cup.
Here you go, pudding cup. Makes me want
Something
to
to
get
go with her Smart Water.
You want some pudding with your water? If you mix them together, it makes a yoo-hoo.
Oh my god.
I mean, a yoo-hoo is just like chocolate syrup and water.
It really is, yeah.
It's not like I have any complaints. It's just that's what it is.
It really.
Where the fuck was I?
Anyway, we're still in the cafeteria.
So Elena sits down at the chair to talk to Bonnie about this whole like getting rid of Klaus thing. And then this random woman walks up, like a random high school member of like Elena's class.
I'm checking the wiki and it says her name is Dana.
Dana. So Dana shows up, played by Anna Anger.
Yes.
And she's just like, "Hey, Elena, there was this hot guy, and he was so hot. He wanted to like dance with you at the decade dance, and like I think you should
dance.
at the 60s dance, and he's just like he's so hot.
You should totally go out with him and dance with him at the dance because he's so hot.
Dance with him at the dance because he's so hot." And Bonnie turns to her and she's like, "She's been compelled." And Elena's like, I'm sorry, I got a boyfriend. Or I think Bonnie says that for her. And she's like, yeah,
Yeah.
but he's really hot. And his name is Klaus.
Just
And
like it's
like
not as exaggerated, but
a
she
ding,
says
a ding popped up in the back of my head of just like, wait a goddamn minute.
like she says twice or at least 3 times about how hot this dude
This
is,
guy's so hot.
and so we're wondering, did Klaus compel this girl to repeatedly say that he's hot?
You need
Because
to go
that's
up to
weird.
Elena and tell her that I would like to dance with her at the dance. Also, I'm really, really hot. I'm so hot. I'm I'm so fucking hot.
That's just tell her how really hot I am.
Tell me how really hot I am in the body of a Lark salesman, but I'm so hot. This guy's so hot. I can't believe how hot this guy is. And he's
So
good at
hot.
dancing. And, and he's so handsome. And he's tall. And he's got nice hair. What the fuck?
It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't like twice at least.
No, it's just like, hey, there was this hot guy and he wanted to dance with you. He was so hot. I know you have a boyfriend, but you should really go with this guy. His name is Klaus. He's so hot. Did I mention he's hot?
It really is.
No, he's just compelling this teenager. Tell her I'm like real fucking super hot. Like it's gonna work.
I'm really good at kissing.
I'm good at kissing. I'm good at holding hands. I'm good at riding a Ferris wheel or whatever the fuck you teenagers do these days. You should go ride a Ferris wheel. Oh my god, she did ride a Ferris wheel with Stefan. Oh
Yes,
fuck!
that's why I laughed. I thought you were making a callback.
No, I wasn't.
Woo! Accidental callback.
Vampires love Ferris wheels.
They do. They think
do.
it's the most romantic thing.
So romantic. So they're having a meeting at the house, and Bonnie just sort of throws Damon because he doubts her abilities.
Yeah.
Alaric's there. He's just there because he's pretending to be Alaric Saltzman because he's Klaus. And he mentions it like, hey, there's this really hot guy. No.
No. No. That'd be very weird of a lark.
Yeah, then he goes back to Catherine and says Bonnie's got she got her mojo back. So he's got to get Maddox to help. Maddox is the jazz hands guy from last episode.
Yes.
And
also, Catherine has been doing a lot of stabbing.
Catherine's been doing some stabbing. One thing that Klaus likes about Alaric is that he's got real good choice of scotch because he's an alcoholic.
The only thing he likes about him. He also like raids like his drawers and finds his vampire hunting equipment.
Finds vampire stuff. Calls her a witch bitch.
Calls Bonnie witch bitch. Yeah.
No one witch should have all that power. Caroline is going as Jackie O, the wife of John F. Kennedy.
And Matt is going as John F. Kennedy because, of course,
nothing
just like the Kennedys,
has ever happened to the Kennedys.
Just like the Kennedys, nothing bad ever happens to the Donovans.
Nope, nothing bad has ever happened to the Donovans. I wish they made his hair I wish he had like a wig. Or like had the bigger like helmet hair that John F. Kennedy had, the kind of pompadour looking one.
Yeah, the kind of pomp looking thing.
They just gave him like a dorky ass side part. But
they gave him a side part and they put him in like a dark blue suit.
They put him in the blues.
Pins on it. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Matt needs the hair, in my opinion. He's really not suspiciously leaving the house once Caroline gives them the nod to go to the party. She's just like,
I don't even know if it's the kind of suit that it doesn't even look like the kind of suit that John F. Kennedy wears, you know?
Well, I mean,
war.
he was entirely black and white. Don't you remember?
Exactly.
He just
Well,
goes
he should have
as black and white John F. Kennedy.
should have soaked himself in gray Sharpies like a
Like
Homestuck
the
cosplayer.
Homestuck marker bath.
Yeah.
Get authentic black and white JFK. I think Homestuck came out in 2013, so it's a little too early for that, but still.
No, you guys were talking about Homestuck back in I remember too. I was talking about Homestuck back in like 2011.
Oh shit. When did it start? Like 09?
Yeah, it was like
I had a brief Homestuck period, and then I fell out of it.
2009. Yeah.
I fell out of it because I realized it wasn't going anywhere. Oh boy, that is a fan base.
Yeah, we're we're opening a can of worms here.
No, I was part of it. I could talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, man, they made their own chat client once, and then like they made you like have a unique typing style and shit, and you had to talk to. It was like Omegle, but instead of watching people jack off, you were talking to people pretending to be trolls on Homestuck. And then around that point, I was just like, man, fuck this. I did like the mayor of Cantown though. I like that guy. He had that one soda that no one drinks. Well, fuck, what was the name of that soda? It was pink.
Was it Fago?
No, it wasn't Fago. That was the clown. No, it was like a diet soda that was like a replacement for Coke, but before Diet Coke was a thing. Oh, Tab. He had Tab. Welcome to the official Homestuck podcast.
Okay, yeah. Thankfully, these aren't really spoilers for Homestuck, so just
the
things
entire
about
universe gets reset, and then everyone has sex. That's the ending. And then they made another one, and no one read it because it sucked.
See, I don't even know if what you said is a spoiler or not because I'm trying to debate on whether I believe you of that happening.
No, that's what happened. Like, fucking giant 8-ball man was going to destroy the universe, and then they reset it by beating Esper or whatever, and then they all had sex. That's the
all right.
All right.
God, where were we?
John Egbert.
Where the fuck were we?
The marker.
Oh yeah, Matt is JFK.
John F. Kennedy.
That's right. That's where we were.
We're going to the moon, and we're gonna do that other shit while we're on the moon. Stefan's getting ready for the event, and so is Elena. Elena's got like little purple butterfly earrings, and she's got kind of like the swingers dress that they wore.
She's debating between Twiggy or sexy hippie girl.
Twiggy or sexy hippie girl. I think she goes for sexy hippie girl. And of course,
I think she goes sexy hippie girl, yeah.
And of course, Matt is of course Stefan is the fuck.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
He's Lyndon B. Johnson. He's tied to John Kennedy, and they dated, or Matt dated Elena. So
I thought you were about to say Lyndon B. Johnson and John F. Kennedy dated.
Lyndon B. Johnson and John F. Kennedy dated.
or Matt and Stefan dated, which
Matt
is also
dated.
I mean, they were on the football team together.
I'm Lyndon B. Johnson. I'm going to authorize the invasion of Vietnam.
Can I just note we have not had any like talk about the football team in like over a season and a half.
Fuck the football team.
Genuinely, after the first history teacher died.
The first history teacher died, and then they just closed the whole thing down due to budget.
We don't have a football team, but we do have just like...
They can't even light their fucking hallway, but they still have 60s dances and fundraising carnivals.
The weird thing is, I only say that because I still see like Timberwolves banners in like the cafeteria. It's like, somebody put in like money and effort to make the fake team banner for the show.
We don't have enough people for a full team.
But they don't even bother with the football team anymore. It's just a background thing now.
Yeah, Stefan is sexy Lyndon B. Johnson, even though Lyndon B. Johnson was pretty sexy. Then they kiss in front of Damon, just cause.
It was just kind of just in a fucking just open V-neck shirt.
He's dressed like a bohemian, just one of those like he's going to a Donovan concert, that kind of look.
Right? Like
he's got an unbuttoned black shirt.
Yeah, I was struggling to figure out what everyone's costumes were really.
Jeremy's kind of got a similar thing. I think he's kind of going as like a early rock and roller. He's got the vest with the patterns with the paisley print on it.
Like really early Mick Jagger, maybe, I don't know.
And he's got his hair like Matt Bellamy from Muse.
Yeah, he does look kind of like Matt Bellamy more than anything else.
And then we meet Chad, who's dressed like Akira Nishikiyama from Yakuza.
I was very excited about Chad just from the energy. There's like, oh my god, this is an unironic dude called Chad.
Well, I was trying to figure out how he was dressed, and then I realized he's just wearing the suit Nishiki wears with slicked back hair.
Oh my god, yeah.
10 years in
it really does.
You a fucking pussy.
No, we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Alaric is walking through these teenagers dancing on the dance floor because they're dancing. Jeremy goes to give Bonnie the Gilbert ring and says that it won't work on her because she's magic, and it's like, that's not... It stops you from being killed by magic, right? Supernatural.
It does, but I think it's not. I think it's more she's saying that because it's self-inflicted, it won't. Because it's self-inflicted magic damage, it won't protect her. It's supposed to protect you from outside influences.
How does this fucking ring work?
Here's the thing: I genuinely thought that it was only vampires that it protected you from. I didn't know that they extended it to.
I thought I thought the werewolf killed somebody, or a werewolf killed somebody, or something.
With the ring and the maybe.
I don't remember.
I always thought it was just vampires specifically.
I guess.
But then again, yeah, that would make sense.
But also, it was vampires killing you, not with vampire powers, but like if a vampire drives a bus into you, you live.
You will survive the bus.
The bus was driven by a vampire.
Yeah, so I feel like because that
means that like if a vampire signed a bill into law and became the president, and then you got killed by the CIA, that means he could come back because the vampire was the president, right?
I don't know if that's the case though, because you're not being killed by the vampire directly. You're being killed by
the vampire ordering the CIA to put a hit on you. That's completely different.
No, because then you're getting killed by the CIA agent. The vampire has to directly be the one doing it.
So he's got to be the Golgo 13.
He's got to be the one garroting you with piano wire. So he's got to be the
one like dropping a brick on your head or some shit.
Yeah. If you get piano wired by a CIA agent, then it doesn't matter if the vampire's president.
If Agent 47 was ordered by a vampire to do it.
No, it wouldn't matter because it's the CIA agent doing it. It has to be the vampire garroting you.
What if it was a remote control gun and he hit the button because he's the president and it shoots Elena? Would you come back even though he hit the button to use the remote control gun?
I think you would, because then he had to he pressed the button to pull the trigger. But that's
I need to know this.
Keep in mind, we're trying to figure out whether or not wearing the ring would protect Bonnie from self-inflicted damage caused by overuse of magic. Which is a very different scenario.
There was an attempted assassination this week, and we're not going to talk about it. Yeah.
compared to yeah, really. Compared to vampire president orders CIA operative to
I'm just saying that's technically a supernatural death. Because he's the president and a vampire.
What I'm saying is that you are offering a hypothetical that is completely different from what the case is, which is
No, but like if this were a class trial, wouldn't you say that that technically means he was involved in the death and the Gilbert ring would nullify it? Answer me this now. The time's ticking, Monaco.
Ash, the last time that a vampire got involved in a Danganronpa murder, there was a fire at a theater.
Yeah, count it.
Anyway,
Dun, 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 dun. I'm not high.
he's not high.
I
He
wanna
might be hot.
I want to clarify. How hot is it in here? 88. Kind of hot.
Okay, that's not.
Okay.
It's pretty hot, but that's not like in the hundreds. So maybe.
So, Jeremy's like argument against like Bonnie wearing or for Bonnie wearing the Gilbert ring is he is 0-2 on girlfriend.
He 0-2. He is.
And he's pitching against Randy Johnson here. He's got a fucking 95-mile-an-hour fastball that could
This is
explode
not-
a bird.
He is not wanting to take the risk of Bonnie dying here and going over free.
And then the MC's like, and here's a song dedicated to Elena from this real hot guy. He's super hot. His name's Klaus, and he's hot. And then they play a song for 5 seconds. And then
No, we can talk about that in a bit. We'll talk about it.
5 seconds. Because it cuts to commercial, but the song ends before the cut.
Yeah.
And then everyone's dancing. Damon's like dancing with people. And they're dancing to the My Girlfriend Died songs of the 60s.
Yeah, this one we can talk about. Last Kiss by Trent Dabbs, which I didn't know was the Where Could My Baby Be, the Good Lord Took Her Away From Me song. I never knew that was what it was called.
There was this weird... Okay, so there was a video... Oh, there's a deer outside. What the heck?
Oh, God.
He's outside my window.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not joking. Oh
Deer jump scare.
Chica.
Chica.
Chica,
Chica, Chica.
I gotta take a picture. Hold on.
Ash's life is just being constantly harassed by deer.
His head was... He was like 3 feet from my window.
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Find that. Oh, yeah, it's in my liked videos. That's right. Oh, it was Hey 1950s, Are You Doing Okay? But
Yeah, there was a video essay called Hey 1950s, Are You Doing Okay? By, I forgot his name. But
the Hoop Snake. It's only got 100 views. I swear to God, y'all need to watch this fucking essay.
We've been sharing it around, and like, it's actually really funny. And like, for some reason, it only has 100 views. So if you want to go watch that, I suggest you go watch it.
Really, please go watch it. This is a...
He talks about like weird ass 60s songs.
Yeah, the like just the
50
50s and 60s. It was the 1950s, but I feel like that extends also into the 60s.
It's just anything that would fit in a Fallout game effectively. And he talks about like, for some reason, for like 3 or 5 years, there was just a bunch of songs about like like your girlfriend dying.
Just young lovers dying in horrible car accidents was a recurring theme of songs.
What the fuck?
And it extends to here because we start realizing this is also a song about a young lover dying in a horrible car accident.
Damon's hitting the evil Peter Parker while fucking like the song's about how his girlfriend's dead.
The Bully McGuire, yeah.
Yeah, he's hitting the Bully McGuire while man, my girl's dead.
My girlfriend's dead.
Fucking hell.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I didn't expect a fucking deer to show up. What the hell? He was 5 feet from my fucking window.
Oh my God. You're just surrounded by deer. I don't know what's happening.
So Bonnie and Damon are dancing because they're talking about how she might die. and to get prepared. And Jeremy is sad because he's getting cucked by Damon, but also Bonnie's gonna die.
Also, Bonnie's gonna die, but mainly he's getting cucked by Damon. Damon cuts in on Bonnie and Jeremy dancing, and I was just thinking, man, it'd be really funny if it's where it's like, because Jeremy's pulling away, and Damon just grabs his shoulders like, no, you
No,
and me.
I'm dancing with you.
The pie faces Bonnie's like, yeah, out of here.
Get out of here. It's bro time.
It's bro time.
Jeremy sadly walks away into the dark, sad hallway to get some chips.
At least this time the lack of lighting makes a little more sense than usual to
And
the school.
Jeremy and Stefan talk in the dark, sad hallway, and he accidentally let slip that Bonnie's probably gonna die.
Bonnie's probably gonna try and sacrifice herself, and she didn't want Jeremy to tell Elena because Elena would try to stop it.
Another birthday massacre cover starts, and Damon is just in the center of this crowd of of minors, and he's getting down.
Getting down, he's getting funky.
He's getting funky.
Getting groovy, I should say. It's the 1960s.
He's getting groovy.
We did not get funky in the 1960s. That was not until 1970s.
Yeah, and like if we got into funk history, we'd be here all day because I love funk music.
Oh yeah.
Some of the best shit. George Clinton, like bunch of other stuff that I can't think of. Go listen to Maggot Brain. That's a great album. I think it was the Parliament who made that.
Yeah, Parliament Funk. Yeah.
Yeah, go play the Funky Worm or whatever it's called.
Oh, the Ohio Players. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm drinking more water.
Yeah.
This episode's got me crazy.
Episode's going off the rails again.
Okay, so yeah, Damon's dancing with a bunch of teenagers.
And I think Stefan kind of tells him, like, yeah, Bonnie's going to try and...
Stefan's just like, I know Bonnie's going to try and die. And he's like, and you told Elena. So Elena kind of grabs Bonnie and they march outside to have a talk. But Damon's too busy dancing. He's going to dance with everybody. He don't give a fuck.
I got to dance with everyone. We're dancing now, Stefan.
And then Bonnie has a heart-to-heart with Elena, and she's just like, if the roles were reversed, Elena, would you die for me if you had the chance? And we're just, no.
The thing is, there's like a long silence before Bonnie says, that's why I had to do this.
There's a long silence, and then Bonnie continues, and then Elena starts saying no. So I kind of want to make an edit where it's just like, just imagine
the roles were reversed.
Would you sacrifice your life to save me? No.
No.
Why the fuck would I do that?
It's a very mean edit, but it would be so funny.
You doxed me to my friends, and then you set people on fire. You set Damon on fire twice.
Damon on fire twice.
How many times have you gave Stefan a stroke?
Oh my god, yeah.
So Jeremy gets confronted by the Nishikiyama clan. Chad and his friends, and they got weapons.
10 years in the joint made you a fucking pussy, Jeremy.
And then they just start kicking his ass.
They start clobbering Jeremy. Then the Salvatore brothers come in for the save. But these guys got weapons.
They got crossbows and flintlock pistols.
One of them just pulls out a flintlock and is like, oh shit.
What are you, a pirate?
Why does Alaric Saltzman have a flintlock?
When is he going to use a flintlock pistol? Just get a gun.
Why is that your vampire hunting weapon, man?
Oh, it's good for shooting people once at 20 feet or so, because there was rifling wasn't invented yet.
You better be real good with that one bullet.
Because rifling wasn't invented yet. Stefan's like, Stefan and Damon fight them off to get Jeremy free, but also Stefan's like, this is a trap, Like, they're going to go get Bonnie and Elena.
Yeah, and Stefan has to keep Damon from killing them because they're compelled.
Yeah, he wants to, but he can't because they're being compelled, and he talks him out of it. And then he goes to find them. But Alaric Saltzman, who's actually Klaus in disguise under possession, grabs Elena and Bonnie. and leads them to a random door, and then does the suspicious like hee look outside.
He does.
He does the I'm being suspicious look.
Mm. He eventually leads them into the brightly lit hallway where everything is happening now.
Alaric
Actually,
starts
this is the
talking
one
about
brightly lit
jazz.
hallway. He started talking about how he didn't much care for the 60s and was more about the 20s.
I love the 20s. You like jazz? I love it when the economy collapses. That's a fucking riot.
The Great Depression was sure great.
And then he just starts smiling and walking closer, and it's just like, I think he's compelled, Bonnie. What do I do? And he's like, I'm not compelled. I'm Klaus. He's just
No, he
radiating.
says, I'm not Alaric.
I'm not Alaric. The weirdest part is Alaric pretending to be evil just radiates like divorced energy.
It kind of does.
He's just radiate like whatever Klaus's personality is, it better be radiating this much divorced dad energy.
Really? I hope.
I've gotten into I've gotten into big band music, Elena. Big band music.
Big band.
I love the big
Yeah.
band. I bought a vintage record player to listen to music with my friends. I'm not mad about my
On vinyl.
on vinyl. I got a hi-fi stereo system because your wife took the car. My ex-wife took the car.
She took the fucking kids, Elena.
She took the fucking kids, Elena. All I have is an apartment and a fucking record player. And yeah, it's fine. I'm having a good time. He attacks Bonnie, but Bonnie Jamiroquois him into the trophy case. Like she sends him flying back, but he's flying back slowly, and he's holding his arms out, and it just makes me think of like Virtual Insanity when Jamiroquai is like going toward the camera.
Yeah, with the dude. Well, his name's not Jamiroquai. That's the band name. I'm trying to remember.
I know he's
JK. Yeah.
Yeah. But his fucking JK, and he flies into the trophy case. There's a big fight sequence, and we wanted her to set someone on fire, but she didn't. And Damon.
Yeah, Bonnie does not set anyone on fire, even though that's the Bonnie we know and love.
Damon and Stefan are scrabbling to find them. Elena wanders back to the party where Caroline and Matt are dancing, and then she finds Stefan after like implying that she's in trouble to Caroline, but she can't say anything in front of Matt.
Because as far as they know, Matt doesn't know anything.
Yeah, Matt doesn't know that Fiona and me did it in the van each Sunday. So,
God damn it.
Alaric's just hanging out with a knife in the room that Bonnie finds him in, and she breaks his fingies.
Starts
And
hitting him with all her magic.
You know I'm your history teacher, right? And it's like, I know Alaric. He always wants to die.
He's like, you'd kill your favorite history teacher?
It's like, it's
Clark
what
Saltzman is
he
their favorite
wants.
history teacher.
He's the only history teacher.
Well, he's the favorite history teacher just because the other guy sucked that bad.
The other guy was a dick.
The other guy was a dick. Also, he died.
Also, he died. But, like, I don't know. It was just real fucking funny. It was just like, no, Alaric would want to die. You're not the real
Want to
Alaric.
be killed by one of his students.
He'd always want to be killed by one of his students. He took the kids. So she lets her powers go crazy, and for some reason, part of that is like ripping the posters off the pinboard,
Pulling off all the flyers.
just pulling off all the flyers so they're flying around, and then the fluorescent lights turn into sparks.
Bloating.
And then
She locks out Elena and Stefan when
she
they
locks
try to
out
stop
Elena
her.
and Stefan, even though I'm pretty sure Stefan could pry that fucking door open if he needed to.
Like, he could probably have gotten that door open with his vampire strength. I know
Bonnie-
he's not as strong as Damon, but
Yes. Bonnie explodes the soda machines and then falls over. I think
And
like
Bonnie
Alaric
is
hits him with
dead.
something, and then Bonnie's dead. This happened at the end of Mass Effect. It's So Elena cradles the dead Bonnie, and she's like, "No, Bonnie, no,
Oh, body. Then
no,
Damon comes
Bonnie.
in and is like, "I'll take care of the body."
I'll eat it."
They have to hide Bonnie's body because
They
if
have to
Sheriff
hide
Forbes
Bonnie's
finds it.
body before Sheriff Forbes finds it, and then David puts the body in the fucking trunk.
Yeah, so we get like, all the sad moments, Damon like
Elena's
shuts
crying.
Bonnie's eyes.
He shuts her eyes with his hand, like they do on TV, because
As
it's
they
a
do.
TV show.
Yeah. Apparently that is actually this is in fact, according to the wiki, this is actually a factually incorrect. You actually have to shut a dead person's eyelids with like special tools and shit.
They got those like weird rakes that hold your eyes closed, and it's real weird. And if you ever like die and then woke up after your funeral, you'd have to take these like weird plastic combs out of your eyes because that keeps them closed.
Holy shit.
Don't die. That's the lesson.
Or don't get resurrected, really. It's a very big inconvenience.
It's just he's putting a dead teenager in his trunk.
Yeah, we got a note. He just throws Bonnie into his trunk.
And
God hope he doesn't get pulled over.
he closes the trunk, and then Jeremy shows up, and it's like, I can't find Bonnie, and I can't find
Elena.
And I imagine David just like, well, I can solve one of those.
I can answer one of those questions. Damon opens the trunk. There's Bonnie.
And there's Bonnie.
There's Bonnie.
There she is. See?
Terrible.
Damon gets confronted by Elena and gets slapped in the face.
We just immediately jumped back into the house, back into the safe house with Stefan, Damon, and Elena.
And it turns out that they put her next to Elijah. No.
No.
I think they're in the same building or something, because like Jeremy. Wait, no, I think Jeremy takes her to that one house they did the incantation in.
The witch house, yeah.
Yeah, the witch house. But it'd be funny. It was just like, what'd you do with the body, Damon? Oh, I put it next to Elijah.
Elijah?
I didn't bury it.
Didn't bury him. Oh, jeez. We'll talk about that.
Damon, you gotta believe. He tells Elena that, like Parappa the Rapper, she's gotta believe. And then Bonnie's alive again. Because there's a spell that just lets you die and then come back.
That's just the fact. Yeah, that is how it is listed on the wiki, is body count, Bonnie Bennett, overuse of magic, semicolon, killed by herself to fake her death and resurrect. Does that count?
Does that count? I don't know if that counts.
I don't know.
Like,
if
you are
yourself
in suspended animation, or did you die and then come back?
That count as dying if you're back the same night or the same like episode.
Isn't that more just like stopping your own heart?
Right? Like, I don't know. Maybe they've counted deaths where they've had the Gilbert ring as well. So maybe that is fair.
So,
but if that isn't the case, then wiki editors at the Vampire Diaries wiki, you gotta take Bonnie's name off there.
So they kind of, Elena's real glad about hearing that Bonnie's alive again, and then Stefan, as Damon's returning to his bedroom, just calls him a pussy. Effectively calls Stefan a pussy. Because it's like, Elena might not like what I have to do, but I'm going to be the reason she's still alive, and you're going to just be some stupid himbo.
Also, at one point, Elena does slap Damon, and I just think, deserved.
It's like, fine, yeah, fair.
Fair enough.
So, the plan is Jeremy brought a laptop to the weird witch house.
Because the burial ground, yeah.
And he's going to use it to contact Elena because he brought AT&T's MiFi. And then he sets the MiFi down.
So you can specifically see the AT&T MiFi logoing.
Is it the AT&T MiFi specifically?
Yes, it is. It is straight up AT&T. Like, They don't have the screenshot.
No, you'll have to go back. We'll have to go back to the episode and get it. But it's just
Nah,
this like face down shot of the table where he places the already set up Wi-Fi on the counter, and then just opens the laptop and Skypes Elena, and Elena is just like this fully crisp H 30 FPS like 720p video feed of her webcam.
oh, it is like, look, these are like 2011 laptops. As somebody whose first laptop was bought in 2011, I can tell you for like a fucking fact that the webcams were not this quality at all.
No fucking way.
No
Especially in
fucking
a
way.
dingy ass attic with a fucking Wi-Fi dongle.
With a
and
little with a
and Bonnie
MiFi, yeah.
and Bonnie's entire room, the room they're in, is lit entirely by candles. She would just look like a smudge.
Yeah, no, it would be the smudgiest, like, just
She would sound like she's
dodgy ass.
underwater or like talking into a fucking carton of milk with how her quality sounds.
It would kind of sound like this.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kind of like that. Sorry if I blew your ears out, folks.
That was pretty fucking loud.
Like, I'm gonna try and see if I could get like what am I trying to think of with MiFi? Because I wanna understand like just how badly the quality would actually be under MiFi. Like,
Well, typically, and as someone who played a lot of fighting games back when I was a little bit younger, typically it would be frowned upon to have fighting games played over Wi-Fi, like if you were playing like Tekken 6 or Street
because
Fighter.
rollback wasn't as much of a thing yet.
Street Fighter 4, because your connection would be really fucking terrible. And
Yeah.
and they would
Okay,
prefer
that's what
you
I
to
was trying
hook
to
up
think
like
of,
a
like-
wired Ethernet connection to play Street Fighter 4 or Soul Calibur 5 in our
Because I'm trying to get an idea of like just how powerful was MiFi.
How powerful is well? The weird thing is there is a lot of different MiFis, and they're all owned by different companies.
Yeah. Let's see. MiFi. I guess performance is the word I'm looking for, but I don't know. I'm not a super technical person despite having been on the internet for
Hold
so
on,
long.
let me see if I can find out. When was 3G? Okay, so it was probably either 3G or 4G internet.
Mm.
So I don't think that's all that great.
Yeah, I don't think.
4G would be the new one, so it'd be 4G.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're in a dingy basement
They're in a dingy basement
/ attic.
somewhere in Spoons.
Somewhere in Spoons, in the middle of the woods, at a place with no power.
Running on a little dongle.
Running on a dongle. And they have this like perfect shot to make sure you see the logo and the little MiFi thing and that it's on. I love bad product placement. It's like that one scene in fucking Wayne's World, but done on accident.
But done with no irony, yeah.
I don't take sponsors, Pizza Hut.
This is the choice of a new generation. Holds up a Coke or whatever it was.
I think it was a Pepsi.
Might have been a Pepsi, yeah.
Unless they were selling new Coke. I don't know.
I don't know. I might be. I'm vaguely recalling the fucking Wayne's World scene.
Elena calls Damon a fucking dick, and Dave was just like, "Look, if I have to choose between letting Bonnie die and letting you live, I will always choose killing Bonnie."
No, he's like, I'll always choose you over Bonnie, but it was Pepsi, yeah.
Choice of a new generation.
Something like that. I couldn't remember the exact slogan.
After reiterating that he will kill Bonnie as many times as it takes to protect
Look,
Elena.
she set me on fire twice.
She set me on fire twice. Elena does a dramatic walk to the Vervain room where
the former Vervain room,
where Elijah's he's just there.
And in the moment we were watching this, I just visibly shout, bury him.
Bury the body.
Why have you not buried Elijah? What is the point of keeping his body just in the vervain room?
In the vervain room. What, you're gonna need it?
What are you gonna do with it? You can't like destroy it, as previously noted. You've tried setting it on fire several
Buy
times.
like a boat anchor and take him to a lake. Like,
I don't know. A boat anchor would be risky. Like dropping him in a lake would be risky because the sword, the dagger might pop out. But just bury him.
Bury him. You have shovels. You dug up a grave. You dug up graves before.
You buried Vicky.
You buried Vicky. Then you dug up her body, I think.
No, her body washed up during the rain, and that's when Caroline found her.
I think she dug up like one of the Gilberts or something.
She dug up. They dug someone else up, but they didn't. They didn't dig up Vicky.
Well,
Vicky's body washed up.
I thought they dug her up, or they didn't dug up Vicky. I mean, I thought they dug up a body to get a thing. If I recall,
they dug up a body before, but no, I was saying that they didn't dig up Vicky. Vicky's body washed up when Caroline found it.
Well, yeah, because a random flood happened.
Yeah, because it was raining real hard that day. But no, they've dug up bodies.
Elijah
they've buried bodies.
Is a stronger vampire than Damon and Stefan combined, and Bonnie, and apparently, like, if you kill one original, you die as a witch.
No, it's a vampire. Vampires can't wield the dagger.
No, vampires can't wield the dagger, but witches can't kill originals without dying. That was one of the things that like Jeremy was upset about. So
No. It's not that vampires can't kill originals without dying. It's just that
no, I mean witches can't kill originals without dying. Is what I'm saying.
No, that wasn't what Jeremy was upset about. It was more that if Bonnie uses all of her power to try and kill Klaus, she'll die in the effort.
Yeah, because that's what she said it would take for her to kill one.
Yeah.
One.
But I don't think that means that a witch will die. It's more that she just can't handle all that power.
Yeah, but like you don't understand me. What I'm trying to say is that having two originals means you'd have to kill Bonnie 2 times. And
or require 2 daggers and kill 2 vampires as a result.
And kill 2 vampires or to kill 2 Bonnies.
You need to also,
and you don't know how many other originals we'll have to use to kill Bonnie to get rid of.
Yeah, we don't know how many originals there are. We don't have that many Bonnies.
We're running out of Bonnies, dude. What are we gonna do?
So yeah, what happens here is that Elena pulls the dagger out of Elijah.
I'm guessing so she could use it on Klaus, but that just means Elijah's back.
And also, he is not going to be happy with you.
He's probably not happy with you stabbing him and then leaving him in a basement.
And this is specifically you, Elena Gilbert, the one who stabbed him and is now pulling the dagger out. This is such a bad idea.
I thought it was a secret Catherine kind of thing, but no, it's just Elena doing that for some fucking reason.
Like, it can't be Catherine, because I think Catherine was also trying to kill Elijah, right?
Well, I thought... Okay, so Catherine wanted to kill Elijah. Wait, no, she wanted to kill Klaus.
Wanted to kill Klaus, yeah. I don't remember if she was working with Elijah or not.
She was working with Elijah to kill Klaus. But also Klaus betrayed Isabel, who was working with Elijah.
Oh my god, I feel like we've forgotten some details here. Maybe this is Catherine. Has Elena been wearing a purple shirt in this episode at any time?
Well,
did she change back to a purple shirt when she confronted Damon about killing Bonnie, or about Bonnie dying?
I think it is Elena.
I think, but I may have fucked up and forgotten that Catherine was in a purple shirt at the start of the episode.
No, I think it is.
Trying to find.
I think it is Elena because Catherine's stuck in the basement or
wait, hold on. I'm gonna pull up two pictures. One with her confronting Damon towards the end of the episode, and then one of her pulling out the dagger. We're gonna compare the hair here.
The thing is, Well, that's a weirdly far away and blurry picture of Elena you gave me.
It's you'd have to increase the size, sure. Look, I can't
David-
say I found the best pictures of
Is
Elena
David
here.
holding like a beer? Oh no, he's holding.
He's got whiskey. Yeah,
He's got Brothers
yeah.
Bond
One of them's
bourbon.
got a side. One of them's got kind of a part going on here. I think that's Catherine in the second picture.
I don't think it's Catherine. I think it's Elena because I was reading the summary and it says Elena removes the dagger from Elijah. So maybe Elena's just an idiot.
I swear this is Catherine.
It's not Catherine. It would make sense.
The hair in the
Catherine.
two pictures is different. This is Catherine.
No, I think they just fucked her hair up. It's Elena.
Are you saying that you think that Nina Dobrev didn't bother to keep a consistent hairstyle during these scenes?
No,
is that what
because
you're trying to tell me?
When she's Catherine, she's wearing a wig and her hair's fuller. Elena's just got like normal straight hair. And like Catherine's hair sometimes is wavy and sometimes it's straight, but when it's straight, it's like darker and a little bit bigger because it's a wig.
I don't know.
It's not Catherine.
We're gonna find out in the next episode. I swear to God.
Read the wiki.
We can't trust the wiki. The wiki says that Bonnie died in this episode.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how many Bonnies they need to kill, but they'll defeat the originals, TM. Come on, dude.
It says that Bonnie died in this episode, even though she actually didn't.
Mega Fighter, shut up and use your MiFi.
I don't have a MiFi.
How are you contacting me right now?
without
AT&T's MiFi 4G network.
I'm on proper Verizon 5G.
And I'm on Spectrum.
Okay. And you're on Spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the end of the episode.
This was a good episode, all things considered, but it's now started the second argument we've ever had on this show.
What was the first?
About what was Elena painting in that one episode. We never got an answer on that.
It didn't matter, it turned out.
It didn't matter. And our one commenter has not actually replied about that. So
her latest comment was, it seems like, or that she was... Her last comment was about now she was imagining everyone punching John too.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck John.
Woo!
I swear to God, it's Elena, because if it wasn't Elena, it would say it's Catherine on the episode description, right? Or like seemingly Elena. Elena. I'm Elena. Elena, doppelganger.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel about Elena, huh?
I like Elena. Fuck you.
Called her Elena, which sounds
Elena.
that sounds like an 80s movie bully's
Like
way of saying Elena.
If like she had like a mean girl like rival at school. Hey, Elena.
Which is what Caroline was in the book, by the way.
Elena Shilbert. High five. High five. Yeah. Elena Shilbert.
Elena Shilbert.
Killed stupid. I'm trying to think of like
her and her brother Jeremy.
Her and her brother Jeremy. Stupid Jeremy. Your mom said that you weren't thin enough for those pants.
Oh right, your mom's dead.
Oh right, your mom's dead. OMG.
Why are they Valley girls? We're in Virginia.
This is Virginia Valley. That's where
Spoons Valley.
Spoons Valley, where the Valley girls are from.
Yes. Oh, holy
Did
shit.
you know that your eyes are the same color as dog poop?
Holy shit.
The songs for this episode were Spotlight, parentheses, Oh Nostalgia by Patrick Stump, formerly of Fall Out Boy at the time of recording.
And now currently a Fallout Boy.
And currently a Fall Out Boy at the time of recording.
Yes.
We got Hush by Kula Shaker.
Which is a cover of a 60s song, so it is allowable.
Yes, and we
It's
got I'm trying not to
Sorry.
cut you off as often.
I know, but I kind of was jumping at you there. So go
We
ahead.
got Hush by Kula Shaker, which I think is
Mm.
a cover.
Yeah,
We got Dedicated to the One I Love by the Mamas and Papas.
Mamas and the Papas. Yeah,
The mothers and the father.
Last
We've got
Kiss by
Last
Trent
Kiss
Dabbs.
by Trent Dabbs. A cover of I Think We're Alone Now by the Birthday Massacre.
Which is a '60s song. I know we all think of like the '80s one by Tiffany.
I think
That's kind of the
I think it
original.
was arranged like the Tiffany version, so it was like
Ooh.
a cover of a cover. Weirdly,
Yeah, I think it's just we got there's that point where a cover just becomes so popular you
I
kind of
think I'm-
forget the original.
he's just playing Weird Al. I think
Big-
I'm a clone now.
I
There's
want to be
always
your
more than
everything
one
by
of
the
me
Manhattans.
hanging around.
I want to be your everything by the Manhattans, which I think is a '60s song, and
Well,
it's just the
I would
original.
love. I know it's more like a '70s song, but I wish they played "I Want to Give You My Everything."
Oh yeah, by Carl Douglas.
By Carl Douglas. The A side to Kung Fu Fighting, which got popular for some reason, even though that I Want to Give You My Everything song just fucking rules.
It rocks.
And Dream Lover by the Dolly Rots.
Which is probably a cover of '60s. Oh, it's a 1959 single by Bobby Darin.
Bobby Darin.
Bobby Darin, the Rick Astley of his time. Really, look at the two. They look very similar.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a small, a notoriously small looking guy with a booming voice.
I don't know if they have the same vocal inflection, but I do remember looking at Bobby Darin and being like, man, this dude looks like Rick Astley.
All right, fair. Well, that's it for this insane episode. Now that we're like an hour and 10 minutes in.
This wild episode. Thank y'all for watching. You can find us on Spotify and anywhere you can get a podcast and YouTube. On the YouTube, These Hot Idiots.
Yeah. Or at THI Ashe. Also,
at THI Ashe, yes.
Those both work because Mega Fighter's got his own YouTube channel, but he just uploads.
I got my own YouTube channel that I barely post on anymore.
He just uploads like weird mashups and then like some wrestling videos from like 10 years ago.
Oh my god, yes, wrestling videos from 10 years ago.
Like the Aztec Suplex.
The Aztec Suplex, which is like my biggest video on there.
Yeah, it's the Big Show doing a thing, I think.
And also, while you're at it, we're probably gonna link in the description the Hey 1950s, are you doing okay? Because we really
give
want
that guy more views.
we want that dude to have more views.
He's
more
talented.
It's been like 2 years.
He's more talented than the two of us combined.
Right.
Yeah, but we're getting similar views, which I think is not fair.
Which is very sad. I really hope that
this is a Discord call that we're recording, and he actually had to like try.
He recorded and edited that video. It's really well done.
He made a whole segment about fucking a pumpkin. It's great.
Yes, and honestly, yeah, it's been 2 years and he hasn't uploaded a video since. But I really hope that if he gets more views,
I saw it on Reddit, and he was just like, "Hey, I made a video essay. Can you guys like boost it? You know, I want to see if there's any interest." And I was like, "Hey, this is good." And then no one else apparently fucking clicked it.
I know. We want. I hope we can get this guy more views and he can eventually make a comeback.
You think that with YouTube that merit would
the algorithm would eventually
the algorithm would recognize merit, right? And just like, you did it good, you know, here's your attention. But for some reason, people will make just like amazing shit, and then it'll get like 50 viewers.
I know, and it's very sad. We'll be linking him as well.
It's a funny video. You'll just keep thinking about Dion when you're done.
Yes.
And what do we say at the end of these again?
Oh, well, I almost forgot. Our Tumblrs, Mega Fighter Free for Free and Ashe Nightshade. I recently rambled about the redesign of the Dark Queen from the Battletoads reboot that no one remembers.
And I made a very weird comparison about it when I was talking to you about it.
Yes. So if you want to just occasionally see the things I have to like just pull out of my brain because
Mega Fighter's got like small editorials, and I got me being harassed by deer.
And you can also see all the pictures of all the deer that are surrounding Ash at all times these days.
Shika. Shika.
Chica.
Also, watch My Dear Friend Nokotai, because that's funny.
Yes, it's a very fun, very silly anime.
I gotta go.
All right.
I gotta go.
Bye, everybody.
Cookie!
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys!